Today I want to talk about the Rode VideoMic PRO. I've had this mic for 7 years. 7 years. One of the first pieces of equipment that I bought alongside my Canon 60D, and I'd like to talk about it after using it for 6 years. I think I said that, 6 years? Yeah. So in the 6 years that I've had this mic, I've actually probably only used it a handful of times because the majority of work that I do is wedding films. And unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to really reap the benefits of this mic. So the only times I've ever had to use it are for YouTube videos like this, which I haven't really made an effort to do over the 6 years, and for a couple of short films. So that just goes to show how many times I've really used it over the stretch of 6 years. And it's been a really good mic, but there are a ton of things that I really hate about it. I actually don't use this mic in weddings. It is very cumbersome to use in a very fly off the wall situation, only because it's like basically throwing in a spanner into a fan. It's not a really good mic to use for a situation like that. Number one, if you don't have the mic switched on whilst you're recording, just know that the video file is not going to have any audio whatsoever. That's one. Number two, if there is a weak battery in the mic, there is going to be interference that sounds like this. Number three, if you run out of batteries, then you're going to have to carry extra batteries in the suitcase or in your bag. So that's just another thing to remember. And then, with that being said, if you haven't screwed the mic into the hot shoe properly, it will come off during midst of the shoot and you just look like a joke. So with all those things being factored into the kind of work that I do, is it really worth having a Rode mic on your camera? I'll let you guys decide that, but for me, 1000% no. I think all the people that I film with, 80% of them that are in the wedding industry, they don't use Rode mics. However, there is a small percentage of people that do. And for that, I think it's strange because it doesn't add much production value to the video. Nothing whatsoever. A lav mic, yes, but not this. This, in fact, causes too many problems. Half of them I've already mentioned. The other half I can't really think of. Another one would be where the audio in the room, let's say you're filming on a dance floor, music's going to be inevitably very loud. That's another thing to keep out for. You know, you're already thinking about, am I going to be missing the shot? I need to be looking out for certain things. Last thing you want to be thinking about is the mic switched on or if the battery is even working. Okay, so for my line of work, it is useless. But for YouTube videos, I think it adds a lot of value to the video. I'm sure it goes without saying that the audio is really crispy and clear. There's a lot of clarity to it. So if I wasn't using this Rode mic, this is how the audio would sound like. So right now you can hear what it sounds like. It probably sounds very amateur, but it can be forgiving because we are in a encapsulated environment, a very small boxed room. So the sound is reflecting off all the walls, which in essence makes it more clearer for the camera to pick up. But if we're outside in a noisy situation where we're filming an argument or a conversation in the street, then this directional mic is going to come in so much more handy and just give it more of a crispy feel. So anyways, back to the Rode gun. There are two other good things that I want to point out about this mic. Number one is the portability of it. I think it's the size of a phone. As you can see in this demonstration here, the mic is as small as an iPhone 11. It's compact. It's great for run and gun work. Depending on the run and gun style of work you're doing, it depends, not all run and gun work. But I think it's great. It can just go straight into the pocket. And it's sustained quite a lot of damage over the 6 years. I think I've dropped the camera a few times. I used to film on a 5D Mark III. I remember the Rode mic crash landed to the floor, smashed in 3-4 pieces, and it wasn't working. So I had to send it back to Rode for them to repair it. And I don't think it costed much. So the form factor is really good, and it's quite durable, it's quite rugged. The price, I can't remember how much I paid for it at the time, but I believe it's £100 at the top at the moment. Not for this very mic, but there is a new revision of this mic with a better harness and a better battery compartment. And they've also made another version of this mic, which is probably twice the price, coming in at around 200 plus or 180 quid, which has a auto switch function on there. So the minute you turn your camera on, the minute the mic starts working. So the minute you turn your camera on, the Rode mic straight away starts working. You switch it off, it switches off. So it's really good for people, and I think majority of the people in the industry, you know, they always forget to turn the mic on. Even 6 years today, there are, on the rare occasion, I still forget to turn the mic on. I had to check twice that I was doing the right thing. I had to even ensure there was a fresh battery in the mic before I was doing this video. Otherwise, yeah, that would just be really demotivating to do a video like this and then to find out there was no audio whatsoever. On the harness of the mic, the screw in the hot shoe always falls out. So you could either use thread locker to put to help solidify the screw into the grooves of the threading, or you could either really screw it tight. But the issue with that is, if you over tighten the screw, you could possibly, what's the word? Nah, what's the word? Round it. You could easily round the head, and that's the whole harness in the bin. And you probably have to spend another £30 buying another harness. That's just my estimation. I don't know. I don't work for Rode, so I don't know that. Another thing that I really dislike about this mic, there is no way of knowing, unless you're wearing headphones, that the battery is getting weak and needs to be replaced. So when that happens, you'll just get a lot of interference in the audio quality. That's the only way to know that the battery is dying and needs replacing. So that is a really stupid thing and could really affect your relationship with your client if you're getting paid to do it, or it could really annoy you. I remember trying to replace the battery on this mic, and I think I broke one of the latches in the process of it because it was so difficult, so difficult. It's made out of cheap housing. At the end of the day, it is a budget mic, you know, so you can't expect the world of this. You can't expect to have them manufacture this to the state of a £600 mic or a £2,000 mic. You know, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. And I think it's a really good mic for someone that's starting out, that's making YouTube videos. As you may know, audio is very important. It makes up for half of the video. You can have a shoddy looking video, but if the audio is bad, no one's going to take you seriously. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't clicked on the notifications icon, click on that as well, because I'll be releasing videos every week. And there's going to be a giveaway of I'm going to be giving away something. Let me show you what it is. 1 second. I'm going to be giving away a free rubber to the person that subscribes to me next. I'm joking. This rubber is going away to the 200th subscriber. Check it out. It's a German-made rubber. It's really good, and I'll be using that next week for something else. So that'll be another video. Let me know your comments on the Rode mic. If you think it's been a bad mic or a good mic, I'd really love to know your thoughts of this individual mic, not the newly revised version of this mic, this very version of the mic. Let me know of your thoughts in the comments below. I'd really like to read them. Anyways, until next time, have a great one.